Oh, I can flip the camera. Yo, dynamic shooting, okay. People were complaining, they're like, Heavenly, stop posting fat ass bitches on your channel. We're trying to watch anime. And I'm like, look.
Fat ass bitches.
I'm like, look, sometimes I'm trying to live my life. I'm not just a factory worker that sits inside of a fucking room all day.
Why is yours so dark?
I had a better phone. Actually I still have it. I just need to fix it. I had an iPhone 12, 13, whatever number they're on. But I dropped it in a hot tub. Falling off isn't really the worst lifestyle. So I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the people who criticize what I do is a vocal minority, because when I look at the views and the traffic, like my video that I made that I posted with Kit Kat yesterday performed better than some of my anime videos I uploaded like within 24 hours that have been out for like a week. So I'm like, all right, I don't know.
It's me though.
Is
You're not gonna get that. It's just me.
Every time I get a new girlfriend, I show them to like internet, their video goes viral, and then after a few videos, people get tired of them, so then I replace them. I noticed that the more enlightened I become and the higher my vibration, abundance just finds its way to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just give me money for existing. I don't even have to ask the world for things because I get it before I even think of what I want. It's like, I didn't even know I needed this. Yeah, the world is just like, this is what you need, this is what you want. I'm like, you know what? I'm not complaining, I'm not mad at it. If I was an instrument, I wouldn't even be the instrument. I'm merely a hole in the flute that allows wind to pass through. If I was an instrument, I'd be a triangle. It's the most versatile. Anyone can play me, you know what I mean?
You want to be played by multiple people?
I mean,
anybody and everybody?
The thing is that anybody can play me and it's still a beautiful song, right? Like, easiest conversion.
I feel like a triangle could easily be chaos.
I mean, chaos can be beautiful, you know what I mean? Chaos in and of itself is art. Art, as Data in Naruto would say, art is an explosion. Everything derives from chaos, you know what I mean? Literally. As I would say, I don't even remember where I got this quote from, but before creation comes destruction. Honestly, I don't even think I'm wise. I just think that I am willing to listen. Like I said, I'm an observer. All the stuff that I put out into the world I'm merely the witness. So like, most of the stuff that I say, that you guys say, wow, that's so wise. I didn't come up with this shit. I heard someone else say it. Like, I'm literally just regurgitating Marcus Aurelius and Shakespeare quotes and giving it my own flair, adding my own terminology to it. But this is another thing too. Actually, this is a perfect opportunity for me to discuss something that I've been thinking about for a while. You know what actually holds us back as a society? Copyright. Everyone needs to have credit or get paid for their work, when in actuality, they aren't even giving credit to the people who they took from. Everything that we create is something that somebody else created that we are merely recreating or reproducing. Like, we are not like creating something from nothing. We're alchemists. We're converting raw materials into something new, right? Like, I'll make a meme and someone's like, you didn't credit me for posting my meme. But I'm like, did you credit the animators that you used to make the meme? You know what I'm saying? Like, every person that is trying to take credit for something is not crediting who they took from to make their thing. And if we all stop trying to gatekeep art, because art shouldn't be, you know, it's like separation from church and state. And I feel like art is a spiritual medium. It shouldn't be used, I mean, that's just sort of the way the society has been designed, but I don't think that art should be used as a form of, like, it shouldn't be transactional, right? Like, we used to make money by having jobs, right? We would make money from building shit, or like teachers, lawyers, doctors. Now, creativity is being monetized, and I don't think creativity should be monetized. I mean, I say this as somebody who makes a living off of my creativity being monetized, but eventually after doing that, you want to decentralize. You want to delegate the monetization to something else, because when your creativity is directly linked to your ability to make a living, it creates writer's block. It stifles you, because there's a sense of urgency to create. You know, so many people, they're like, Heavenly, I want to create. What do? I want to make a living off of it. And what you have to understand is that I wasn't trying to make a living off of it when I started doing this. I was literally doing it as a hobby while I was going to school, and it happened to be made into a lifestyle. But that's not something really, if you try to chase success through art, it's like they cancel each other out. It's like, it's contradictory, right? You have to allow yourself to just be. Like, someone, like, they were doing like some fan animation, and they were like tracing over some animation someone else made. And I was saying, well, that's fine. Like, if they want to credit the person, that's fine, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And they're like, well, what if someone took one of your videos and stole them? I'm like, okay, like, my face is in it. So like, how would they do that? Like, to me, like, I literally tell you guys, right? For those of you who are on YouTube Shorts, if you want to download all of my shorts and repost them and monetize them and make a living reposting my content, right? You're essentially a hired marketer for me. And I have no problems with that. Like, it doesn't take away from me. Like, I already made the content, it exists. So somebody taking my content, making something new, honestly, that's beautiful. That's beautiful that I created something or that I put something out into the world that inspired somebody to take that and make something new. In fact, some of the people who have been posting for me have been taking clips that I would have never got around to making. And I'm like, yo, this is a fire clip. And then I will take that clip and repost it. So you see how that works? It's a symbiotic relationship. I make something, and then you guys take the raw materials, and then you make something. And then I take what you made from what I made, and then I make something. And then we can just circle jerk and just make shit forever, and we don't even need anybody else. We can just keep going, keep grinding, keep producing, and we're set. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need anybody else to provide us the raw materials for that shit. It brings people to you. Yeah, that's the other thing too. When you become more philanthropic, when you become more giving, it creates a gravitational pull. It creates this like magnetism. And then it draws the things that you want towards you. So you don't have to spend so much energy chasing. Because it definitely takes a lot more energy to run around, chasing shit around, and meanwhile that shit is running from you. As opposed to you just being an abundant person and you just, plant your feet and then allow that abundance to find its way towards you. Everybody is waiting for somebody to give them a handout or give them permission to do shit. But like in this world, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, in this world, nobody's gonna let you succeed. You're gonna have to kick the door in, ask for forgiveness later. But you know what's funny? Once you force your way through and you succeed, the people are now they're on your dick, right? Like when you're at the bottom, they're like, no, we're not gonna let you rise to the top. But then when you're at the top with them, now they're your friends, right? Now all the illegal shit that you're doing, now they want you to do it for them. I was talking about how, I live a very disciplined lifestyle. And Kitty, she lives a really disciplined lifestyle too. Honestly, she keeps me accountable because she be on top of her shit sometimes more than me. And I need people around me that are like that, because when you're around people who aren't on your level, they drag you down to their level. Well, I left the video, I was talking about how I'm so disciplined that I sometimes forget to rest, and that I have to allow myself to rest sometimes. And somebody left a comment, well, Heavenly, you shouldn't even speak on resting because your life seems so easy. You're just kind of streaming and laying around all day. And I'm like, what the fuck? The reason why I'm laying around all day is because I fought like fucking hell to get here, because I put in the work. My life isn't easy because I was lucky. My life is easy because I put in the work. And that's something that unsuccessful people don't seem to understand. They see successful people living a lavish lifestyle and think that they're just lucky. But nobody in this world is lucky. Nobody. Even people who were given more abundance in the beginning, if you don't have the discipline to maintain it, you will lose it very quickly, trust me.
How are all you little kings? Are all of you guys doing something nice for a girl on Valentine's Day?
Tell the chat what I said when I bought you the flowers yesterday, and you were like, they're gonna die though. What did I say? Do you remember?
You said, do they actually die?
See, I don't
Was
remember.
was it when you said something about like the atoms going back into the earth?
No. I said beauty doesn't last forever.
Oh yeah.
It
Except
is appreciated
mine.
because it dies, right? Death,
I guess so.
mortality is what makes us appreciate.
Yeah, you guys
what we
say
have.
Nibbles, thank you. Let's go.
See, I was spitting game. She didn't remember, bro. That's crazy.
Fucking goats.
Tragedy.
Sorry. Been watching your stuff for years, bro. You still the goat. He's the king.
Y'all need lounge content. Y'all need to see how life can be lived. Normally, when I'm doing shit like this, y'all just don't hear from me. I just don't upload for weeks at a time. But honestly, when I'm not streaming, and I make content, this is kind of the shit that I do. But I feel like I need to do things like this. I need to relax because it allows my creative juices to replenish. I want to get people of all different viewpoints and all different walks of life and have conversation, I don't want to be like, I'm right and this is it. I want to allow people, but I am, but I want to allow I want to allow people to contest my views, viewpoints, but not random niggas on the comment section that don't know shit. I want to find people that actually, want to have a conversation, what I'm saying, revamp my podcast and because for
podcast?
Yeah, I have a whole studio in my house. I haven't made a podcast in a while, I'm gonna be honest, but when I get back, all of my team are talking about they want to start recording, so when I get back, I'm probably gonna hop straight into that. And for me, look, I'm a pretty malleable person. Like, I'm not gonna act like I know shit. I'm not gonna be like, yes, I'm right, and nobody else can say anything. I just don't like when, most of the time when people contest me, they don't actually come with their own opinions. They just say that I'm wrong, or they say I am stupid, or that I ain't shit, but like they don't actually try to offer an alternative answer that has any level of backing. If somebody leaves a comment, like some people will sit there and they'll disagree with me and they'll leave a whole paragraph and I'll read it and I'll pin it and I'll favorite it. Like, I want conversation, I want debate. I just don't want losers, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, I'm like, anybody, like if somebody agrees with literally everything I say, I would give them a platform. I'll give anybody a platform. You know what I'm saying? I'll let anybody speak their mind. I don't care if they're racist, sexist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll bring the leader of the KKK on my podcast. Right? I'm saying, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, be like, we need to understand each other. We need to be like, why are people like this? We need to be able to have a conversation. Like, if you're just gonna hate on everybody, it's just gonna create conflict. Like, we're never gonna like figure out things by just all arguing all the time and like trying to like pick a winner. Because at the end of the day, no one's really wrong. You know what I'm saying? We're all the same people living our own experiences. We're all the same individual that spawned in different parts of the server, and this 3D realm carved us out in different ways. And our objective in this reality, in this dimension, is to make our way back together, is to find our way back to each other and figuring out what obstacles that have been in the way and move them. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that requires us to leave each other the fuck alone too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that when I think of us coming together as a collective, I don't think that it has to be 3D. Like, I don't think that we all have to physically be in the same room, but like we can agree to disagree on certain things and then set our boundaries in a way we deem appropriate. Like, I think that we're tribal by nature, and it's perfectly fine for us to like stay in our own. Yeah, like we all like we click, we congregate in groups. Honestly, being vulgar isn't even what will get you in trouble. What will get you in trouble is just saying too many true things. It's just spreading too much information.
Vulgar. I mean, I feel like being vulgar is. I'm burning. That's so.
You can be vulgar. You can talk. You can say all types of vulgarity. You know, all types of sexually explicitity. But goddamn, let's say you say that aliens colonized our planet and created us. I literally got in an argument.
I just personally don't eat it.
I got an argument with somebody about why we shouldn't eat meat, and I eat meat. I was literally cooking meat, and then people were trying to tell me that, oh, you shouldn't eat meat. I'm like, look, I eat meat, but I'm like not gonna act like I'm saying that like we should be eating meat. Like, I feel like I eat meat because it's something. It's like, you know, I drive cars. Like I think like I said, we all spawn in the server with certain like things that we interact with. Like, we all do things
we drive cars, but cars are bad.
Yeah, like we all do things
environment
that we all do things that we technically shouldn't be doing that are harmful to our environment and to ourselves. But I mean, I'd like to eventually, like, I've been slowly conditioning myself off of meat. Like, I don't necessarily like Kitty will go cold turkey.
I'm a vegetarian around meat though, because that's all I have in my house.
I mean, she be whipping up some fire shit, so I don't be mad at it. Like,
I be chefing it up.
Like, if things are delicious, I won't even remember to eat meat because I'll be satisfied with what's in front of me.
That's why I love the way I eat, because the way I eat is so fulfilling and it's just so healthy and it makes me feel good and I have so much energy and it digests quick, so I'm never lethargic, and then my hair flourishes, my skin, everything.
Yeah. Like, our bodies are mainly water. All this stuff that you're putting in, the slower that it takes to process and go through your body, the slower it makes you. Like, it's like, you know, you're like a machine, and you have all of these things running through to like allow your body to run. You're throwing all this shit in there. And look, I do think that meat has its benefits. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, you get a lot of protein, all these things like that, which is why people do it. But it's more, the way I look at meat is that it's an efficient alternative if you're in an environment where you need to eat or where you need a certain level of nutrients that meat provides, but you don't have access to an abundance of other resources. Like, if you look back, like the Native Americans, like when they would kill an animal and eat it, they would bless the animal and thank it for sustaining their lifestyle. Like, you know, if you're like in a cold weather environment and there aren't a lot of plants or there isn't a lot of, you know, nature life that you can eat off of, like, you'll have to, like, you know, eat a deer or whatever, but it's like, it's for survival. But we don't live in a society where we need to eat meat for survival. We have plenty of things that we have access to.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even when it's cold weather, we still have access to an abundance of different foods that we can be eating. Like, even if, look, for people saying, well, meat has all these things, like, let's say even if there isn't, let's say, just for argument's sake, let's say there's nothing in our diet, there's nothing that we could eat that would replace meat. But like, let's look at it this way. You're not gonna die if you stop eating meat, but you're killing animals. You are literally murdering other living creatures that are part of the collective ecosystem. Yeah, it's pretty cannibalistic. Like, so like it's like you're basically saying like, oh, I don't mind like the mass murder of all these other living creatures because it makes me feel healthier or better or whatever the fuck their justification is. So like, it's basically like, even if it benefits you and like you're not talking about your own benefits, you're basically saying, okay, it benefits me, so I will let everybody else suffer or let all these other different living creatures species suffer. So it's kind of weird for people to call me narcissistic and arrogant and all this shit, but they eat meat. Like, I feel like you're the most selfish person out of everybody. If you like, and look, like I said, I eat meat too, so I'm not saying like, oh, you're selfish because you eat meat. What I'm saying is that don't presume to care about life more than somebody who doesn't eat meat than you. Like, that just seems like that just cancels itself out. I'm not trying to like shame anybody. That's not what I'm doing here, because I know that so many people will like take that one, their ego will get in the way, and they will emotionally attach to that one thing, and then that's going to become like the only thing they pay attention to. Like, I get so frustrated when I make a TikTok and I explain all this shit, and then they'll attach to one thing that I said, and then they'll just leave some bullshit comment. I just delete them, bro. I don't even bother to reply, because those people don't want to be reasoned with. And like I said, I'm not trying to have everybody in the world listen to me. I'm not trying to change the minds of people whose minds don't want to be changed. When me and Kitty's video went viral and all these people were debating the thing that I said just off of a random question, I'm not sitting here trying to like, I didn't ask for that video to get all those views. I'm not trying to make all these niggas, but like the thing is that there are plenty of people who like, I got so many comments, like finally somebody put into words what I've been thinking this whole time, but I've just not known how to articulate, or maybe they just were afraid to say, because the exact niggas that come at me would come at them. And I'm just an advocate for free speech, which is what I thought this country was founded over, but it seems like we're doing the opposite now. It seems like unless you agree with what everybody else is saying, you're ostracized from society, which is fucking bullshit, because most people don't even agree with the things that everybody agrees with. It's all just collective conformities for fear of ostracization. So you see how that actually discourages critical thought and free thinking, right? People are being peer pressured into just conforming to things that they don't even believe in. Yeah, honestly, we've been brainwashed into thinking we're supposed to be working all the time, but like no other species, no other animal does that. Every other animal just fucks and sleeps the whole day, and we're running around working.
Yeah,
like,
but
what the fuck?
We were talking about how like sleeping is like not good.
Maybe not sleeping, but like chilling. Like you can like I'm not sleeping right now, but I'm like, you know,
no,
I'm lounging and I'm frolicking. You know what I'm saying?
Frolicking.
Yeah.
Can you frolic?
Yeah.
Will you frolic for the people?
This is what life is like, just soaking everything in. I feel that.
No way, I'm not doing that.
Well, like, check this out, right? If you moved off the grid and you learned how to farm or some shit, right?
My sister moved to a farm.
Yeah, and then you just learn how to like grow your own food. You don't have to do shit after that. You can literally just do this until you gotta grow more shit. You know what I mean?
Wait, say that again?
I say if you worked if you lived on like your own like property and you just grew your own food, once you've like other than that, you can just chill for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you're like self-sustained.
Yeah. All this other shit that we like work so hard to sustain, we don't even need. It's all kind of a waste of our energy.
Minimalistic lifestyles for the win.
Yeah.
Do you keep your TikTok notifications on?
My TikTok location?
Notifications.
What about them?
Do you keep your TikTok notifications on?
TikTok specifically, or just notifications in general?
Yeah, TikTok specifically. Because doesn't your TikTok blow up?
Maybe. I mean, I don't get TikTok notifications.
I
might have them turned on by default. I thought
I just saw a TikTok notification.
I mean, I have them. I think I have like specific notifications that I get. But yeah, I have to have all my apps have them turned off, because I would just get spammed by shit 24/7.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, it'd be like 99 plus every 5 minutes. Well, you know what I thought about is that like we rely on all these other people to bring us food. What happens if they stop bringing it to us? What would we do? If we don't know how to get our own shit?
Are they gonna stop bringing it though?
Well, if they can't get it to us, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of the stuff that we do that sustain our lifestyle requires all these people to show up for work and do shit. But like, what happens if everybody stops doing the shit that they need to? Like, maybe there's no one to drive the food here. Maybe there's no one to grow the food, or maybe there's nobody to package it. Like, all it takes is one or two things to stop working the way that it always works, and we starve.
Realistically though, would that ever happen? Like, everybody stop?
You said what?
Realistically, would that ever happen? Everybody stop?
No, they would just charge it more. Is what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're just gonna make you more. It's like they're basically trying to microdose people into slavery. Like, we're just gonna make everything harder and harder until you're an indentured servant because there's so fewer resources.
But if they didn't, then we'd be too powerful.
Yeah. Yo. All right.
I'm ready if you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. I've been alive for an hour and a half now. I've given y'all plenty of free game.
Your extent? An hour and a half?
Yeah, y'all got a good 90 minutes. That's like the length of a feature Disney Channel.
Yeah, that
film.
That was like a half of a Harry Potter movie.
Yeah, a half everybody. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. All right, y'all.
no. Great.
That's it for now.
Guys,
I'll see y'all soon.
I'll see you in like an hour.
I find it genuinely sad that Heavenly with an extra load of mine has a calm and slow chat. I mean, that's good. That's good. Why is that sad? What, I want a bunch of active niggas saying random shit?
Bye, Grins. Bye, Heavenly. Bye.
I love my chat. I wouldn't want it any other way. Calm and peaceful. That is beautiful, bro. I love that shit. I can talk with my niggas. I said this before. If you were in a room talking with a bunch of your niggas, right? Do you want a bunch of random people in there? Like, fuck those people, bro. I don't want a bunch of random people in my house talking. I'm here to talk with my niggas. Like, I got my 3, 4, 5 niggas, and that's all I need. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing that honestly fucks with us. That we think that we need a lot of people paying attention to us for what we say or what we do to matter. But when you actually start doing things and saying things that matter, there won't be a lot of people around. Because people aren't around for real shit. People are around for the fluff. People want to find somebody that's not gonna make them think, that's gonna distract them from their lives, that's gonna make them immersed in bullshit. And the reason why there's not a bunch of people saying a bunch of bullshit is because I'm not saying a bunch of bullshit. So I take it as a compliment, right? I scared those fake niggas away. And now my boys are here.